All right, everybody. So we're basically back now. At least we think that we're back. We'll have to see what goes on. But yeah, we just had a weird internet outage that just hit. So I have no idea what that was all about. But hopefully you guys are still with us and we can continue on with this whole review. So what basically was the last thing that we were talking about?
Good question.
Because I know
I
we were
think we were
talking.
just
Oh, we
we
were
were just
talking
kind of
about
talking about the force powers
yeah,
and
the
stuff
force
like that.
powers and stuff like that. And Ronaldo, he basically had sent in. He said, I think this crazy force powers are just going to be seen in this kind of context, where uh, over the top powers are normal.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I
and that's what I was
agree.
saying earlier. Yeah, this because that's kind of like what you get from like Dragon Ball Z and all these other,
Sure.
you know, forms of anime. It's like everybody's like super powerful and over the top, and I just think that and they got these weird weapons now too. Like like what's the Ronin dude? that chick, she had like an umbrella or something like that with like a bunch of lightsabers in it. It's like, what the heck is that? you
Yeah.
know,
And it was kind of funny because it was like even I keep forgetting what the sister's name was.
Am
Yes. Yes, that was it. At first I thought that she was wielding something similar.
me too. She only looked like she must have four arms like Grievous or something like
That's
that.
exactly. It was
Yeah.
totally like a Grievous thing to me. That's what I was actually thinking along those lines. And yeah, man. It was really odd. And that's the thing. And it's like you said, these are the kinds of things that you just have to get used to in anime. That's just more or less the style. And I think that that's going to
hmm
supersede a little bit of like, instead of just it being strictly Star Wars, you have to open up your imagination and your mind a little bit and say, okay, this isn't what we're used to seeing in Star Wars, but this is kind of the gig, I guess. So, we'll have to say. But what would you say are your overall thoughts on this episode?
My overall thoughts were it was cool. Like I said, I love the animation.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the story. The story is kind of like, all right, they were trying to build this weapon. The brother defected and decided to do something else, and he's trying to save his sister because he feels like they're trying to figure out their purpose. So there's a lot of, like I said, the familiar beats I enjoyed. It was, like I said, it was a satisfying little story. um I would say if I had to give it like a grade, I'd probably give it like a B minus C plus, episode. Um, of course, you have to have suspension of disbelief, like the guy riding around on the top of an X-wing with no spacesuit on, and or
Yeah.
the fact that he's like being able to stay on this X-wing while he's going through hyperspace while using a lightsaber to cut through. It's just kind of like, okay, really, you know, but once again, you kind of have to put yourself in that mindset like this is anime and you do things differently in that world. So, you just kind of have to accept that for what it is. So, like I said, overall, B minus C plus.